Hey, they let us back in the building and didn't change the locks. Hi, everybody. It's time for Three Guys Before the Game. It's been a week since we last got together. A lot has happened. The Mountaineers on the road playing TCU and Oklahoma State. We'll talk about those and look ahead to Saturday's matchup against the Cougars of BYU. This is Three Guys Before the Game, episode number 700.
Wow. 700?
700.
Were we counting by tens?
99 shows left, and down the hill we will slide.
Is that right, 99 or 100?
It's not going to be an 800.
Oh, there's not going to be. Oh, okay, 99 then.
Three Guys brought to us by Gomart. Get a Gomart rewards card. Go to Gomart.com for details. Download the app. By Lou Wendell Marine Sales in St. Albans. They sell family fun. Visit them at LouWendellMarineSales.com. By Tudor's Biscuit World. Start your day the homemade way with a Tudor's biscuit. By Comax Business Systems, keeping West Virginia's business data safe, secure, and efficient for 25 years. By Jan Dills, attorneys at law. They won't take no for an answer. They won't. By Connolly CPA Group, providing value beyond numbers. All right, let's jump on in.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You guys been gone a while.
It was a trip.
Yeah.
It was a Friday into a Wednesday. So yeah, good to be back. Not the results that the Mountaineers wanted. 74-62, West Virginia women win last night. Got one there. But on the road, as far as the Mountaineers go, West Virginia falls to TCU and then to Oklahoma State.
Did Oklahoma State fans know there was a game that night?
It was sparsely attended.
My goodness.
Yeah, sparsely attended. They're in a situation, obviously. It's
a lot of good seats remain for that.
They've got some big time issues, man, with their attendance. We didn't talk about it on the air, but they dropped a curtain now.
Really?
In the second level for the very first time ever. So they put a curtain on the upper level, and they encourage people to sit on the side, right, Brad, where the benches are.
They have that part open.
They have that part's open, that part.
They should have given you more room. You and Ren Baker were right on top of each other.
That's the tightest.
That's the tightest. You're like this, like Ren was in your lap.
That's the tightest spot on the circus. Yeah.
Incredible.
All right, so we've got that, and we've got BYU coming in here on Saturday for the always popular 5:30 tip-off game.
Yeah.
5:30. Why not?
Weird.
We've had some odd tip
Very
times this
odd.
year.
We have 4s, we have 5s, we have 5:30s, whatever it might be. All right.
5:30 is not bad, though. Gives you time if you're coming from southern part of the state. You can get up here in plenty of time. You get home at maybe a more decent hour.
Yeah. It's better than
It's not a bad
9.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
Games
that.
Game sold out.
Good. It should be.
Game sold out.
Needed.
Yeah.
Need the crowd. Need the sixth man for that.
We'll get into it, but it's going to be really interesting to see how BYU responds after getting boat raced on their home floor against UCF on Tuesday night.
How about UCF?
Yeah.
Crazy, man. They're probably in, right?
20-7, and they're 9-6 in the league.
Yeah, they're in.
Most have them at the 9 seed right now. There's still some left. They lose out, they got a problem. A lot of basketball left. Kirchhoff, don't push ahead yet.
14-3. See, their deal
Always push ahead.
was they couldn't win away from home. Now they're 5-4 in the league on the or in true road games on the season. Yeah. In case you're wondering, the BYUs are 3-4 this season in true road games. So
UCF had them down 36 in the second half, like 16 to go in the second half, down 36. That's a stunning result.
That is. Are you sick too? Tony was there. Are you sick?
No, I just got a little something.
he's sick.
I'm fine.
He's sick.
No,
he's day. He's day.
Right,
He's
okay.
day.
I get sick.
Day to day?
He's day to day. He's day to day.
Aren't we all?
He needs an injection of something.
It's that time of year for you guys, for basketball teams. It is just, it's an interesting, it's a fast, I don't want to jump ahead.
But you're about to.
It's, the season, which, by the way, is long. It's a long season when you think about when they start practice and then the games, and now they start games like in October. And, Brad, you get to this point where it's just, this is a segment. This is a portion, right? I mean, there's a non-conference. You start conference, and then you're like mid-season. Okay, you're in mid-season form. And this is just like, you know what they say about a marathon? 26 miles, you run the first 20, then the second half of the race. That's kind of where you are, right?
Yeah.
And it's tough for all teams. What do you have in common with Houston now? They lost 3 in a row. Now, opponent adjusted, but still, it's just, and guys are hurt, and guys are banged up, guys are tired, guys are sick. It's a fascinating time to be tuned into what's going on.
Yeah. You got to get through it, man.
Turn on your mic.
Turn on your microphone.
With the portal's not open, but it's open. There's calls coming in. Like it is a different time.
Now, of course, the young
You're trying to finish the season. Others are trying to push ahead to next season. It's weird.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Who, me or Brad?
Push ahead to next season. What's
across college basketball, what's
that mean?
There's discussions happening about next year.
I thought the NCAA
this just in. I'm not breaking.
I thought
I'm
the
not breaking
NCAA
news.
just said.
I'm sorry. What they say?
NCAA just said, boy, oh boy, we're going to get tough on this schools fooling around outside of the open period.
Are they?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Okay.
Oh, we got a huge event coming.
That happened over the weekend? They make any calls today? Anybody?
I'm just reporting. You decide.
Got a huge event coming up tomorrow night.
Yeah.
We're recording
That's
on
right.
Thursday, 27th of February. We'd love to see you at Buffalo Wild Wings. And we're going to be there at the Suncrest Town Center. And this is going to be a fun time. There's just so much stuff going on. We got music. We got dancing.
Dancing?
We got, the hip-hop team's going to be there from WVU Hip-Hop. We got food. We've got contests. We got prizes. I mean, it's going to be a big time. We're going to help the United Way of Monongalia and Preston County go over their goal for the year. And it's free and open to you. Just walk on in. First come, first seated. Starts at 6 o'clock, correct? 6 o'clock?
At which Buffalo Wild Wings?
Suncrest Town Center.
Okay. Thank you.
Suncrest Town Center.
Oh, wow, thanks.
We'll
I
eventually.
I almost went to the wrong one.
We'll eventually get over to the ballpark
Yeah.
when baseball season starts. We'll do some stuff over there. But tomorrow night, we'd love to have you. If you're coming to town for the ball contest and you're looking for something to do, Buffalo Wild Wings tomorrow night, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Okay. Let's do you. Hoppy, have you got anything obvious that needs to be said?
Obviously.
All right. Let's go, Jake. Obvious observations. 3, 2, 1.
He's got thoughts that sound brand new, but they're things we already knew. He's got his lip balm ready, heaven knows. Let's make it quick before his bladder blows. It's Hoppy's obvious observations.
All right. Very good.
Let's start with Oklahoma State. And as Coach Hodge talked about, I mean, this West Virginia team has to live on its defense, and they really struggled in the first half. Gave up 46 points to Oklahoma State. Most of any half this season, and not having Jasper in there because of foul trouble, that certainly hurt. Cowboys, Brad, and you talked about this a lot on the broadcast, defense seemed like an afterthought for Oklahoma State. And West Virginia had shot opportunities. It's just, if you're going to get in a high-scoring game, you got to get more shots to fall. And that was a struggle for the Mountaineers. Free throw line, I mean, both those games, that was a story in both of those games. I mean, Oklahoma State, 19 of 27. WVU, 6 of 12. You lose by 7. Cowboys had 13 more points at the free throw line. Rebounds. So those two games, you could talk about rebounds and free throws. Rebounds and free throws. West Virginia got out-rebounded by Oklahoma State 40-33. Similar story at TCU. TCU had 19 offensive rebounds in that game. 19 offensive rebounds. 11 steals. Again, free throws. They were 18 of 27. You were 9 of 12. You lost by 6, and they had 9 more points at the free throw line. So, but, you know, Tony, I've been thinking a lot since you guys have been gone. Just a larger.
Did you miss us?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I miss getting together with you. But I listen. It's like I didn't, because I listened to you guys for like 5 hours because I listened to 2 games. Calvin Sampson said something. I couldn't find the exact quote, but he said something the other night after a loss. He said, every night in this league, good teams win and good teams lose. You can be good in this league and lose any night. And I know people are tired of hearing us talk about the league, but it just is. I mean, you don't have – the other night, Duke beat North Carolina by 50. I mean, Duke beat Notre Dame by 50. You don't have that in this league. You just don't have it. I mean, every night is just a battle. So every night a good team wins and a good team loses. This West Virginia team, this is a good team. It's not a great team. This is a good team. And the coach gets everything out of them. You are getting everything that these guys have to give you all the time. But many nights, it's just not quite enough for a variety of reasons. So, and I was thinking then about, so what do you need, looking ahead? Because this is just year one. What do you need? And in this league, you need NBA players. You need NBA players. That would help this team. That will help this team going forward. Last year, Houston won the league. Brad, they had L.J. Cryer, now with the Golden State G League. They had Juwan Roberts, now playing in Germany. They had Milos Uzon, who's still there. Joseph Tugler. Texas Tech finished second last year. They had J.T. Toppin, who's back, and he's a projected first-round pick depending on how that knee works out. Chance McMillian is down with Golden State. Arizona finished third in the league last year. Caleb Love, now playing with Portland. There are top 25 projected NBA draft picks in this league. Darren Peterson, number 1. DeBansa, number 2. Flemings, number 3. Senac, number 15. Pete, number 16. Burris, number 17. Anderson, number 23. Number 19. Carr with Baylor, number 23. Yesufu, number 24. I mean, think about that for a second. And here's Baylor, Tony, as you pointed out to me, Baylor with 2 of the top 25 NBA draft picks and a veteran coach, and they have 4 conference wins. I mean, it's just, so you can't be, and even though I am a prisoner of the moment, in terms of program, you cannot be a prisoner of the moment. You have to see at what this coach, and I think this guy really knows what he's doing, you have to see a bigger picture. I think you're a lot healthier fan-wise if you enjoy the effort this team is giving you and the resilience they show you and be optimistic about the future. That's how I view this team and this program at this really, just emotional part, this tough part of the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Reaction?
I totally agree. I'm very optimistic about the future and what's being built. No question about it. Truly am.
I'm really impressed. This staff and this particular group of guys has really, to your point, given it their all this season. Now, sometimes those shots don't fall. Sometimes you give up a basket. The margin for error in this league is thin. It's not just that there's great teams and great players. So your margin every night is very thin, and I think we've seen that over the last 3 games that obviously are disappointing losses. Those are all 3 games you felt like you could have got, even in the midst of the game. You felt like you probably should have had all 3 of those. Right. That's just not how this league works at this point for West Virginia. So I give a lot of credit. This team has not, we're around them a lot. I have not seen them pout one time, hang their head one time, or quite frankly, take a possession off. Again, they might not get a stop, they might not make a basket, but this group is not taking a single second off.
Yeah, they're squeezing the sponge. My deal is, when I look at teams, is are they giving you absolutely every bit that they have night in and night out? And from a coaching perspective, is the coaching staff able to drain every single drop out of the sponge of what the team is? Mm-hmm. And the answer to this is absolutely yes. Mm-hmm. They have squeezed the sponge on these guys. They've gotten every drip out of that sponge so far. So going forward, are there going to be changes? Talent level improves? Yeah, talent level improves. You could see with the 3 recruits that they've signed right now, there is a higher level of recruit that's coming in. I mean, the reality of it is, and the 5 guys on the floor that start the game, none of those guys were at a Power 4 school in the past. Those guys did not have Power 4 offers coming their way when they were coming out of high school. If they did, they'd play at Power 4 schools, okay? And so to get to this level, and you're playing against guys that are 4 and 5 stars, and as you just said, there's a handful of pros that you're seeing in this league night in and night out. That is a tough challenge night in and night out. So how do you get better at that? Well, you get some of those dudes.
Right. And
you get a 5-star in Sadler, and you get top 100 recruits. And then when the portal season opens up, they know what they need position-wise. They know what they're going to go get, and they have to go execute that. So that's what this thing is.
Yeah. So to me, and again, I was actually thinking about it last night and this morning, and I know some people are going to say, oh, you're making excuses, blah, blah. No, this to me is an objective observation, obvious observation of where you are with a team that, because of the characters, you can like a lot, Brad, and appreciate the effort and understand the shortcomings that need to be dealt with in the subsequent years. That's what I think about this team and this staff.
Yeah, and yet, listen, there's a lot of guys here that have stepped up and been impressive. Honor Huff just moved into 4th time all-time on your single-season three-point record.
Yeah.
Most made threes in a single season, just past Kevin Pittsnoggle, who I think had a couple pretty good years here. I'll continue to say it until the end of the season. Jasper Floyd, one of the best on-ball defenders in this league, has had a really outstanding season, 7 assists, 1 turnover last. So there's these guys. Belo's had his moments. Harlan's had his moments. Trayson's had his moments. They've had their moments where it's there. The margin for error is thin, and we're going to go through some numbers over these last 3 games. You win a couple of those, and we're having a different conversation. And again, you may be tired of hearing it, but the fact that you've had to reset this roster again with an entirely new coaching staff again, I know we just get used to saying, oh, it's a new roster and new guys. That there's some learning curves there. That has to be taken into account. And yet here you're sitting, just as of a week ago, you were close to being in this tournament field.
Well, Baylor reset the entire staff and got 2 NBA players, and they got 4 wins in the league.
Kansas State is spending a load of money and couldn't get it right and had to fire their coaching staff. Again, it's hard. It takes a little bit to get it going, and West Virginia has been the opposite of stability for 4 or 5 years here. You've got to let it get on track and let the thing play out. I am completely comfortable with this coaching staff. I think they do a tremendous job. When we sit and watch them, Tony, this staff knows what it's doing. It knows what it needs to go get. It can make in-game adjustments. It checks every box that you need it to check. I have no qualms about that.
Totally agree.
Yep.
Totally agree.
Other items real quick. The number 4 ranked WVU rifle team will be shooting for a natty, hosted by Ohio State, March 13 and 14. By the way, they have 20 natties. They're competing for their 21st. And finally, there's always a West Virginia connection. Bill Mazeroski died last weekend, a longtime Pirate who hit the most famous home run in World Series history, a walk-off 9th inning, 7th game against the Yankees in 1960. Ohio guy, born in West Virginia, was born at Wheeling Hospital because his family's from eastern Ohio, and at that time, the closest hospital was across the river in Wheeling.
Right.
So he was actually born
in West Virginia.
Actually born in West Virginia.
How about that?
Yeah.
Isn't that how Lou Holtz also had the West Virginia connection as well? Because
maybe.
It's something like that. They're right on that border.
Maybe.
Between Ohio and West Virginia.
So always a West Virginia connection. Born in Wheeling Hospital, 1936. Bill Mazeroski.
Very good. Thank you very much.
I got something else, but I'll get that later.
Let's do it.
Well, that was something we already knew. Obvious thoughts from Hoppy's point of view. This segment has been brought to us by Blistex.
Yeah.
The lip balm in the blue can, soft lips, smooth talk. That's
Smooth
the
lips.
plan.
By the way, not to go off track because I never have on this show.
Never.
You be careful on that stuff you're putting on your lips because I saw this thing. I was like, there's some things that got some petroleums in them and some
really?
things. Yeah, I mean,
What do you mean?
it's not. They say there was these 2 dermatologists and they were going over all this stuff that people use and they're like, no, do not use that. That's full of this. That's full of that.
Which one is it?
Basically, you got a hell of a chance of your face falling off.
Oh gosh. Well, you could have more information, not just say, well, you know.
No, I don't use that stuff like a
crack
addict.
But you just brought up like I might die, and then you say, well, I don't have all the info.
I'll try to get it before.
what the heck?
I'll try to get it before it's too late.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It might be too late anyway for me.
3 Guys Before the Game brought to us by Comax Business Systems. If your business needs a new phone system, they've got you covered. Whatever it might be, no matter how big, no matter how small your operation is, you should give them a call if it's time for a new business phone system. It's comaxwv.com. That's comaxwv.com. You give them a visit, and they will absolutely talk to you, get you through what you need to figure out. And these systems, again, pretty wild nowadays with all of the things that they can do. Lou Wendell Marine Sales, also one of our sponsors here on 3 Guys Before the Game. We're getting close, man. We're getting close. We've had some flowers come up already.
Oh, yeah, the daffodils already peeking out.
Snowbells, too. I asked Joan, I said, what is that one? She said it's a snowbell.
Well, Joan would know.
Master gardener.
Master gardener.
It's a snowbell. She said, I put that near the door to the studio so that you'd see like first flowers coming through. I said, well, isn't that very kind of nice? Yeah. 3 Guys brought to us by Lou Wendell. They're getting ready for the summer season, spring season as well. Family owned for 4 decades and the only Honda Marine premium dealership in our state of West Virginia. They happen also to be the #1 pontoon boat dealer. They sell the Avalon pontoon boats, manufactured 100% here in the United States. So if it's that time to either purchase or to get the boat serviced, visit Lou Wendell Marine Sales, LouWendellMarineSales.com. They're located in St. Albans.
You know what you've done to me is now our house, we have a wonderful view of the west and the sunset.
Yeah.
And now, because every evening almost we get these nice sunsets and the sunsets later. Now, every time I look at the sunset, I think about you. Like, Tony said the days are getting longer.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm in. I like that.
You're in my head.
I like that. Yeah, it is. We had a great day the second day in Oklahoma.
Yeah?
It was 70.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was very nice. We had weird weather. It was like some really cold, like 24 degrees when we walked out there the first morning in Oklahoma. Yeah. 24.
Jeez.
That's like real weather.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this, man. It's time for Spreads on Stats. Let's sing the song.
We'll just go right to the numbers. Here comes a heater.
Let's jump into the analytics portion of the show.
Ready? 5, 4.
Spreads on Stats. It is brought to us by the good folks at Conley CPA Group. I don't know where I was recently, but I saw some guy that had the manila. It was yesterday. I was going to get my hair cut. The guy had the manila folder running into the, there was an accounting office nearby. People get their file in there. Got that stuff in there. It looked like he had the nervous thing. Well, Conley CPA's not nervous. They laugh at tax deadline day because there's so much more than a full-service accounting firm. They'll walk with you each and every step of the way as you conduct your business. They've celebrated their 40th year anniversary. They've stood the test of time. They can outsource your accounting. They can outsource your CFO services. Visit Conley CPA Group. Tell them 3 Guys sent you. We're one of their clients. I mean, we got $72 in this Christmas deposit account. They tell us how to best organize. It's really, really good. Really good.
Monthly deposit.
Good. Absolutely. Can we get this in for our account this week?
$37.
Thank you. Okay. All right, let's jump in. What do you got?
I'm going to kind of jump around here. We'll do the review is kind of some over the last couple, 2-3 games. Some of it's Oklahoma State. We'll jump into TCU. So feel free to, this is a class participation. So feel free to jump in as we go along. You're welcome to. So just meander through some of this stuff. Little Oklahoma State first. Same exact number, Hoppy, of 2-point field goals made by both teams.
Yep.
West Virginia had 2 more threes. Had their first double-digit 3-point performance since Arizona State. The threes were available, plentiful, and West Virginia made a bunch. The difference in the game, Oklahoma State had 15 more free throw attempts and 13 more made free throws.
Yeah.
Ball game. In a game that goes to overtime is a matter of a possession or two, that's going to be the difference. I'll come back to free throws in just a second. West Virginia allowed the most points in the paint it has allowed in the Big 12 this season, and I thought that was especially impactful early in the game where Oklahoma State had a lot of success, and Hop, you hit the nail on the head. A big part of that was Jasper's absence because of fouls in the first half. When he is off the floor, it changes that defense significantly, not just the obvious on-ball defense that he gives you, but it affects all of the rotations in the defensive system when he's out, and I thought West Virginia was hurt by that. Oklahoma State shot nearly 60% in the first half before West Virginia screwed that defense on pretty tight the next 10, 12 minutes of the second half. So I thought that was probably the difference in the game, forced you to dig out of that big hole, although you did and got right back in it. Here's a concern over the last few games, and it's really something that, you remember that game you go to like Chuck E. Cheese, where there's it's like we've referenced this before, where those stupid little groundhogs pop up and you
Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole. That's it.
Whack-a-mole.
They're moles,
Yeah.
not groundhogs. All due respect to the groundhog community, of course. Slandered them unnecessarily there. Thank you, whack-a-mole. That's what just started happening for West Virginia. West Virginia had led the league in defensive rebounding percentage up until the Utah game. And then it's totally flipped the last 3 games. And if you want to look for a reason why West Virginia's dropped 3 straight games, you can go to 2. You can go to the free throw line, which I'm getting to in a minute, and you can go to offensive rebounds by your opponent. 3 of the 4 highest opponent offensive rebounding games this season have come in the last 3 games. So something that West Virginia had been outstanding at all season against very, very good teams has left them over the last 3 games as Utah, TCU, and Oklahoma State both did work on the glass, and that was a big factor in losing the games. The 3, talk about something else, whack-a-mole. West Virginia had led the conference up until Utah in free throw attempt rate for its opponent. It was guarding without fouling. It was not putting people on the line. All of a sudden, something has changed. The 3 highest opponent free throw attempt rates in Big 12 play have come in the last 3 games. You combine that with 3 of West Virginia's lowest free throw attempt rate games in the last 3.
That's not good.
And you can see why in close games, Hoppy, that changes the scale. It's why I talk constantly about the free throw line and about what the style of officiating is going to be in each game, which does change each game. Here's the numbers. West Virginia is minus 29 points from the free throw line and minus 36 free throw attempts over the last 3 games. So you're almost 10 points per game down. For an offense that plays in the margins and needs to be ultra efficient, if you're starting in the hole 10-0 because of the free throw line, that's a problem. You're not going to win these close games. So we can go to a lot of things, and yeah, you would have liked a couple more threes against Utah and TCU, and yes, you'd like to get a couple more putback. All that stuff's true. But you can go to free throws and your offensive rebounding for the opponent as the reason why you've lost the last 3 games, unfortunately. And again, those are 2 categories, Hoppy. You've been number 1 in the league, not just pretty good. You had been number 1 in the league heading in to the last 3 games, and now it's completely flipped, especially that free throw attempt rate number is maddening.
So what changed?
Well, the whistle changed.
I mean, you're playing the same defense you played all year.
Whistle changed.
Is it just the whistle, or is it you get tired, and when you get tired, you commit more fouls?
Combination of everything, but yeah.
Maybe some of that. And listen, I acknowledge during the Oklahoma State game, some of that is West Virginia's defenders were a lot closer to Oklahoma State's offensive players than Oklahoma State's defenders were to West Virginia's players a lot. So I could see where there's a gap in fouls. Oklahoma State, frankly, just wasn't interested in playing defense for a lot of that game. Their goal is to get you to get the shot up so that they can go the other way. So there's going to be disparity. I get that. But gosh dang, your first 3 foul calls of the game against Oklahoma State are on closeouts on shooters shooting threes. I don't know that I've ever seen that, guys. If you get 1 called a game, it's a lot. West Virginia had its first 3 fouls of the game called on closeout on shooters. That's just one example. At any rate, if you're starting minus 10 from the free throw line in terms of points, this team's going to struggle in some games. That's a number that has to switch back. You have to go back to getting better on the defensive glass too, and not allowing those elongated possessions.
Agreed.
That was the first thing that jumped out to me.
Mm-hmm.
West Virginia's catch and shoots. We like to talk about this each week. Second most points in Big 12 playoff unguarded catch and shoots against Oklahoma State. Double-digit unguarded catch and shoots for the first time in 9 games in Big 12 play, in the last 9 games. In the last 6 games, West Virginia's averaged nearly 9 unguarded catch and shoots per game. So that tells me offense is really coming along in terms of style of play. It's creating open looks. We say this all the time. The first goal of the offense is to create open shots. West Virginia's been getting that at a much higher rate over the last 6 games. Some of that's probably opponent adjusted for some defenses, I realize, but they're getting open looks. Finally, the other night, those started to drop as they got their second most points off those unguarded catch and shoots. Defensively, this will make you nuts again.
I'm already there.
This is bumming me out, man. This is going to go all season now. There just hasn't been the regression. I've said regression 4 billion
Every
times
show
on this podcast. There is no regression. It is just not.
It is
coming.
what it is.
Oklahoma State, 12 unguarded catch and shoot jump shots. 12 catch and shoot jump shots in total. 12 of them.
They made 9 probably.
10 were guarded.
Oh.
Only 2 were unguarded. Oklahoma State scored 6 points on the unguarded catch and shoots. They hit them both. 100% from the field on unguarded catch and shoots. Oklahoma State, to put that in context, Hoppy, because I know you were going to ask, they only had 6 games all year when they were above 40% field goal percentage on unguarded catch and shoots. They had no games above 60% from the field on unguarded catch and shoots until Tuesday, in which they hit 100 of their unguarded shots.
Well, the one catch and shoot that was guarded is the one that I'll always remember from
Larry,
the far side corner.
In the corner,
Over
yeah.
6'9", Brendan Lorient.
He
That's
shot a moon ball, man. That baby went in there.
which one? One of them banked in.
One banked in. That was one out front.
That's yes. Yeah.
Parsafala
Oof.
had a really good game, and he was at the top of the scouting report.
Feel
West Virginia
bad, but
was.
let's talk about him even before. Let's go post game on him.
Yeah. What was the injury? Who had a knee?
He blew it out.
On when he didn't need to.
Correct.
He didn't need to. That's where you feel doubly bad.
Yes.
Just pull that ball out. The game's over.
Yeah. Don't need to.
So he was at the top of the scouting report. Really talented player. West Virginia's staff likes him a lot. Thought he's the best in the league at burrowing himself down deep in there on the post and getting the ball, and he did that really in the first half, and along with Vukovic. They were successful in that lane in the first half.
Vukovic killed him.
But here's what got me. Parsafala has had only one game all season where he made a guarded catch and shoot jumper and an unguarded catch and shoot jumper. Only one game all season where he did both. Would you like to guess which game of the 28 he's played all season was the outlier performance?
I have an idea.
Yeah, probably know what that is.
It was the West Virginia game. Made both of those. Stepped out. He had, 10 threes coming into the
11,
season?
I think.
Ended, I think he had 10 because he ended with 2 and he has 12 on the season.
Okay.
Amazing. Jalen Curry. Jalen Curry was a difference maker for them. He was 3 of 3 from 3, none of which were unguarded. He was a 28% three-point shooter coming into the game. So a 28% three-point shooter was guarded on every one of his three-point attempts, and he banged in all 3.
Who hit the big threes in overtime? Was that him? Who hit the threes?
Clary and he both had a couple.
Clary.
But Clary was 5 of 12 on the season.
Yeah,
Again, you did a pretty good job on him. He hit some absolutely
He had
miracle
daggers.
tough shots. Couple other notes, individuals for West Virginia. Honor, we talked about. Good to see him bounce back. West Virginia needed that. 6 made threes, and man, he had some open looks. I mentioned earlier he's moved into fourth place all-time in made threes in a single season. He passed Kevin Pittsnoggle. He's 3 away from passing Alex Ruoff's 2008 season for third. He's 6 away from passing Chris Leonard 1992 season for second. Going to be tough to catch Frank Young. He's 22 away from passing Frank in 2007. I had forgotten. I knew he had a great year. I had forgotten he had that many.
Yeah, it was
now,
amazing.
Frank had the benefit of that NIT run. They played 37 games that season. Honor's sitting at 28 games right now, but Honor's had obviously one of the more spectacular shooting seasons we've seen in terms of made threes. Mentioned Jasper Floyd's performance earlier, Hoppy. I did think that was a big difference. When he is not on the floor, this is a different team. He finishes 7 points. How about this? 7 assists and 1 turnover. Also added 5 rebounds in there. Gave you a little bit of everything. Jasper continues to have a really good season, guys. 20th nationally, the 20th player, not in percentile, 20th player nationally out of nearly 2,300 in steal percentage. He's top 10 nationally of all college basketball players in assist rate. He's top 20% in all college basketball players in effective field goal percentage. And as I've mentioned, defensively, one of the best defenders in the game. I thought he was really good the other night. He spearheaded that second half comeback running the team. Chance Moore, another good road trip, guys. He really continues to provide the thing you're looking for from him is when he is inserted into the game, you need him to do exactly what he does. He needs to be a bolt of energy, get on the glass, and when he gets it, don't look around. You go straight at the basket. And I thought he did that in each of the last 2 games. Again, he was tremendous against Oklahoma State. 10 total rebounds, 6 of those were offensive. You go back to the TCU game, multiple blocks. So Chance continues to play well and play his role perfectly, coming off the bench and giving you a boost. That's what you need out of him. All right, what else? Any questions?
Just
No, very painful.
it is. It is.
Jump back to TCU for just a second.
We're all right.
No, I want to give you a couple numbers because, again, there's these outlying performances. That offensive rebounding performance for them that's what they do. It's their highest. That was the highest rate against West Virginia this season, 50 offensive rebounds.
Brad, on that TCU game, I mean that might hurt worse than the Oklahoma State game because TCU didn't make shots. They didn't do, but they got to the free throw line. 12
2-point field goals made all game for TCU. That's the fewest they made in any game all season. They shot 12 of 37, 32% from 2-point range, lowest of the season. That's something West Virginia's been very good at. Top 10 nationally in opponent 2-point field goal percentage. It was the free throw attempt rate. They were at a 51% free throw attempt rate in that game. That's their 4th highest all season, non-conference games included.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good.
It's just like we said. I mean, the
razor
margins
thin.
is razor thin, and if you're going to get outscored at the free throw line by 8-10, there's your difference.
You got a heck of a problem when the other team makes more than you attempt. It's just the stats of the game. And that's been happening.
Okay, you want to talk BYU?
Yep.
They have a pretty good player out here.
Couple of them.
I discovered that just before the season began.
You mentioned it already. I was just stunned at that home loss at UCF. I think that's one of the tougher places to play in this country. And for UCF to go in there and be up 36 on that team. Up 36? Are you kidding me? On that team?
I still can't get that around my head.
I can't either. And BYU probably can't either. They're surprising. What are they in the league? 8-7 now?
Something like that.
Yeah, league 8-8, something like that. Which that's not where this BYU team thought it would be, as it went all chips in, trying to win the title this year. And again, Hoppy, you mentioned it, the headliner's last season's #1 recruit in the nation. We've been talking about him for just about a year now. AJ DeBanza has been exceptional as advertised. 6'9", unbelievably talented. You mentioned it earlier. If Peterson's not the #1 pick, this guy is. And quite frankly, I'm not sure how this guy isn't to begin with. 6'9", can really do it all. He's leading the nation in scoring right now, and will be an absolute handful when he comes in here. The story around these BYU guys here as of late is the injury to Richie Saunders, all Big 12 performer from last year. But as much as losing an all Big 12 guy hurts most teams, I'm not sure what it does to this team. DeBanza just says, okay, I'll just take it.
Oh, he's averaging what, 27,
26? It's up. It's up. It's close to 30 now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I mean, he's been unbelievable. So you're going to get a heavy dose of AJ DeBanza. The second player you have to keep your eyes on is Baylor transfer Robert Wright, one of the best point guards, if not the best point guard in this league. We saw him last year at Baylor. He had 16 for the Bears last year in an overtime win over WVU in Waco. So those two, they came into this season with a big 3, relying on those 3 for most of their scoring. Now it's in the hands of Wright and DeBanza.
DeBanza, 25 a game, 7 boards, 4 assists. Shooting 53 from the field, 76 at the foul line, 37 from 3.
Gets to the line a ton.
Yep.
One of the nation's leaders in fouls drawn, so he'll be a handful. And Wright is as quick and fast as any guard you'll find. So it's imperative for West Virginia to get back and try and set up that offense. Let's talk about the matchup in some areas. This is going to be another game for a team in BYU that tries to get out and tries to win it with offense. Possessions about 70 per game. West Virginia's at about 62. So West Virginia's ability to make shots, get back and set up its defense and try and slow BYU will be critical in this. Don't turn it over because they're going to want to go fast to the other end. Rebound-wise, we just mentioned that's been a concern over the last 3 games, although it hasn't been all season, but it's popped up here recently. BYU comes in, they're really good on the glass. 3rd in Big 12 play in offensive rebound percentage. West Virginia is now 7th in the league in that category as they've given up 43 offensive rebounds to the last 3 opponents. Offensively, I mentioned that's what BYU wants to win its games. 11th nationally in offensive efficiency. It's interesting, that's the only category, this surprised me, guys, as good as they've been offensively, that just overall offensive efficiency is the only category where they're top 20 nationally, but they're top like 75 in every single category. So they do basically everything well offensively, so you're going to have your hands full there. They love to come off screens, so keep an eye on this. They're going to work guys off screens. Now, that has lessened a little bit with no Saunders. They like to run him off a bunch of screens. West Virginia's been not good in that area, 14th defensively in opponent points per possession off screen. So my hope is they do a little bit less of that with no Richie Saunders because that would be a matchup that, based on the numbers, would be advantage BYU. Here's something to watch, though. Pick and roll will be heavy in this game, and I know it's a game plan for every team in college basketball nowadays, but BYU is going to give you a heavy dose. They're top 5% nationally in points per possession using the pick and roll ball handler, and that's no surprise given the 2 guys I just said. The first one's DeBonsa. He is outstanding. Number 1 in the Big 12 in this category. Wright is very good at it as well. They've picked this up over the last 4 games with AJ. He's averaging 9 field goal attempts per game out of the pick and roll over the last 4. So as I mentioned, Saunders goes out. They turn to DeBonsa even more, set him in that pick and roll and say, go ahead. Who's your matchup for this guy? So Brendan Lorient's going to have an important individual matchup there. You're going to need some help in the lane so that he sees a lot of defenders. He's averaging 14 points a game. Listen to this. The guy's scoring so much, he gets 14 points a game just off the pick and roll. That's a good season for most people if you're averaging 14. He's doing it just off the pick and roll over these last 3 games. You're getting a West Virginia defense that is really good at defending this. 3rd in the Big 12 against the pick and roll ball handler. And again, that's an offensive play type that you see all season long, so that's going against some of the best in this league.
I ain't seen nothing yet. This 6'9" dude comes off that.
Again, you go through some of these names. Peterson did that a bunch. Flemings has done that a bunch. This guy might be the best at doing it. But yes, West Virginia's been very, very good at this. There's been an increase in dribble jumpers over the last 4 games for BYU, and I think some of that's because your catch-and-shoot shooter in Saunders is out. So there's been 6 games out of 24 with double-digit field goal attempts on dribble jumpers for them. So 6 out of their 24 where they've had at least 10 field goal attempts off dribble jumpers. They've exceeded double-digit field goal attempts in each of the last 4 games. So that's something that's changed significantly for them. They're better than 40% from the field in just one of those 4. So it's an area they're doing more of, haven't necessarily made those shots. Defense. Their numbers look really good on paper, but you can score on these guys, or teams have. They've given up 90-plus 4 times in Big 12 play. So they'd much rather outscore you than they would lock you down. So again, just like it was against Oklahoma State, can you control that style and suppress their scoring average while still getting some buckets yourself off of them?
Here's a little nugget.
Comments?
That they got booed the other night.
Excuse me?
BYU fans, who have to be the most well-behaved fans in America, booed the team.
Ooh.
Booed the team as they were losing to UCF.
That probably doesn't happen often.
At the Marriott Center.
Right.
Coach Kevin Young said, quote, "I hope there was a level of embarrassment. I wasn't upset with the fans. Our fans are incredibly, they deserve to see a product that has a lot more effort than what our guys showed tonight," he said. He said his team's effort was lazy at times, lack of effort. Fans booed.
Yeah, this is interesting. They've lost 6 and 9, and that's not what this team thought when they spent the money to put this group together. They thought this was a national championship contending team, and they certainly looked the part for a while this season, but they have fallen on hard times. And then obviously Saunders going down has changed them tremendously. So we'll see what they get when they come in here. But I do know this: you're going to see one of the very best players you'll see to play in this Coliseum in Debonsa.
Oh, think about it. Think about through the years how many number one picks we've had come through here of recent vintage, right? We've had some dudes on that floor, and they'll be frothed up. That staff will get that team regenerated, and they will come out full-fledged. Robert Wright scares me to death.
He's really good.
He is absolutely. He can just knife through defense. Is a fantastic player.
That's bad with what just happened.
Yeah.
Because they got a bad loss. They got booed. It's like, okay.
Oh yeah, they'll be coming out. They'll be coming out. Yep, absolutely.
5:30 Eastern.
Yep. All right, very
That's
good.
what I got.
That's a challenge. And then after that, West Virginia will leave on Monday, play on Tuesday against Kansas State, and then blink next Friday, where they'll close the regular season against UCF.
Oh,
UCF will be looking for some revenge after the Mountaineers got them in Florida.
yes.
So you got three very
They're the hot team right now.
very important games. Standings right now, Arizona has gone up by 2 full games over Kansas, Iowa State, Houston, and Texas Tech. All of those teams are 2 games back.
You're only 1 back in the win column from BYU.
That's correct.
If you had picked up a win or 2 on these last 3 games,
We're well
man,
aware of that.
Yeah, thank you.
You'd be-
Hoppy.
Yeah, well
Thank
aware
you.
of that.
you'd be at the top of the middle.
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
Thank you. Oh, well.
Just saying.
All right.
Yeah, you win 2 of those 3 games, and you're sitting in that area where we were just a week ago.
Top of the middle.
Yeah, where there's only 5 teams above you with more wins.
3 Guys Before the Game is brought to us by Jan Dill's Attorneys at Law. They specialize in veterans benefits, military benefits, veterans benefits, and Social Security claims. Let me read you a couple testimonials here.
Oh, okay.
Well, sure, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'd like to
From
hear
Social
that.
Security clients of them, Robin wrote in and said, outstanding. The staff at Jan Dill's Attorneys at Law has been amazing to work with. After 3 years of being denied Social Security disability, they jumped in, got my disability improved. The staff was caring and personable, and I would recommend them to anyone who needs a good attorney. Thank you and God bless. Roy writes in, exceeded expectations. Excellent employees. Jan Dill's Attorneys at Law came highly recommended by a fellow classmate and a military buddy. Everything he told me concerning Jan Dill's and her firm was factual and accurate. My brain was in a fog for the last 2 years due to my illness. I couldn't remember most conversations. Their professionalism and patience were exceptional. When I couldn't remember or comply, they stepped up and took care of me. You will not go wrong with Jan Dill's. So if you or someone that you know needs help, whether it is Social Security disability claims or VA benefits, VA claims, give them a call at Jan Dill's Attorneys at Law. They've got clients in all 50 of our states, and they won't take no for an answer. It's Jan Dill's Attorneys at Law.
Tony,
Sir.
can I give you something else before we go to comments?
Well, sure, Hoppy.
Okay. So as you probably know, UFL practice started.
Excuse me?
UFL Football League. UFL started. Season begins March 28th. West Virginia players on UFL rosters. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Marcus Sims, wide receiver. Remember him?
Yeah.
With Birmingham. Linebacker Tony Fields.
Oh,
Had a good year.
Is that where he is now?
He's with Columbus.
Played in the league. Did not
Played in the
realize.
league a little bit.
Been playing the
First
league.
I've heard of that.
He's at Columbus. Tight end Cole Taylor with DC. Defensive tackle Fatorma Mulba
Yeah.
with Houston. Safety Kenny Robinson is with Louisville. And, of course, head coach Anthony Beck is with head coach of the Orlando Storm.
Kenny Robinson?
Yeah.
Remember him?
How in the hell long has that been?
I'll have to check.
A long time.
A long time.
Yeah.
And the rule changes. Now, UFL, you're awarded 4 points for any field goal at least 60 yards. And I don't like that, by the way. And it is banned most punts inside the opponent's 50. I like that.
That's classic.
I like that. I don't like this.
Why,
I
what
think
do you
there-
care? What do you care if it's 4 points from 60?
I think there's too much emphasis on kicking. Like, really, we're gonna kick from 60. It's a boring play. It's
Sometimes a
de-emphasizes
winning play.
offense.
Sometimes a winning play.
It sometimes is, but I mean, really, it comes
You'd
down
be
to
the
that.
first to lose your mind if you go for it on the other team's 48 and don't make it, and they go down and score on you. You'd be losing it. But you like that.
4 points for a 60-yard field goal.
That's hard to do. You should get an extra point. I like that.
I like
actually.
that.
I don't
I'm
like
all
it.
for
That's
it.
good.
I'm all
like
for that. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Reward those poor guys.
How about this? You miss it, you take 4 points away.
No, that's how it starts.
No.
Yeah.
I
Give an
like
extra
that.
point. It's a bomb.
No, I like that.
You
take
miss
4
it, you're going to get the ball from that spot anyway.
Right.
You get a benefit.
There's
off of
already a
that.
penalty to the team that misses the field goal from there.
3 guys before the game, brought to us by Tudor's Biscuit World. We're 2 days away. We're recording on 26 up until February 28th. The Sunrise Special at participating Tudor's stores. That's the greatest deal in the world. $5. Choice of a Ron or a Mary B biscuit. Choice of a 12-ounce coffee or a 20-ounce iced tea.
I could use a coffee right now.
An order of hashed rounds. Check it out at participating dealers. It's the $5 Sunrise Special. It lasts until the 28th of this month. So take advantage of that at Tudor's Biscuit World. Start your day the homemade way with a Tudor's biscuit.
You know, Anthony, of course, first year with Orlando, he's
Yes.
been with St. Louis up until this year.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be the Battlehawks, of course. Orlando would be the Storm.
Orlando's the Storm.
Thank you.
I don't know the rest, but
Let's do let's do this. By the way, women's basketball last night. I'm gonna get into this. Let's do that.
they were down 2 at the half. Third quarter, outscored who they play?
UCF.
36-9 in the third quarter.
Yeah. UCF, when they came here, got beat 50.
Yes.
They did not have one of their better players. They didn't have 2 of their top 2 scorers in that game when they played here. They got her back, Ngadu, last night. She goes for 21. So she made a difference. But West Virginia, Mountaineers are down 2 at halftime. Coach Kellogg probably gave them some impassioned words. They came out in the third quarter and outscored the UCF's 31-9.
Oh, I said 36. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 31-9, and then in the fourth quarter, they got outscored again. Coach Kellogg, I listened to his post-game radio interview with Junior, and he was not happy. Not happy. He
Really?
took the win. He's okay, fine, we won. Not happy with the overall effort all the way around.
Don't see this very often. They had a 17-0 run there in that third quarter. 17-0 run.
Yeah, they turned
the thing away.
They turned the defense button on. They forced 22 turnovers, and West Virginia scored 22 of its points off of those turnovers.
Yeah, 12 of those were steals. West Virginia was very effective from 3, too. Didn't take a ton, 15, but shot 47% from 3, so those were falling, too.
Mountaineer baseballers are now getting ready to hit on the road. They're going to play this weekend at Kennesaw State. Got a 3-game affair there starting on Friday. But yesterday they opened up their season. The artificial turf is a wonderful thing. You'd never be able to play that game, but that field was covered with snow at 9 o'clock yesterday.
Oh, was it?
Covered. And at 1:30, that thing was all green, and it was cold, but West Virginia warmed it up, beat the Ohios 19-6. And former Bobcat Matt Enich, who is now a member of the Mountaineers, led off, and he had a big day against his former team. He was 4 of 5, scored 3 runs, had 3 ribbies, 2 doubles, and he's batting at like 999 on the season.
538 for Enish to start the season. He's been outstanding. Schoenfeld was good again yesterday. Brock Wills with a home run, so they brought the bats. That was 9-6 at one point. Then West Virginia had a nice 93-yard touchdown drive, tacked on a field goal, even though Kercheval wanted him to go for it on that drive. Got a 10-0 run there in the second half to win that game, 19-6.
Yeah, the Mountaineers plated 5 in the 6th, and they plated 5 in the 8th, and that was the 10-run. That was the 10-run run, and 19-6.
The fact they used 10 pitchers, they just finished about 45 minutes ago.
Well, you said it early though. That's the goal of those
Yeah,
games,
you want-
right?
yeah,
you
you
want
get
guys, you got
arms,
to see
yeah.
what you got there.
Yeah.
So they did. Here's the other thing that was great. I listened to Steve last night in his post-game press conference, and this West Virginia program has been good at this, but it's like gone to a new level. I said last night, Tony, Saban's is right now what Rich says he wants to be by playing guys at different positions. He's just throwing guys in different spots. Armani Guzman played first last night for the first time. Guy's played third. He's played some short and fall ball. He's played second. He's played center field. He's played right field. and he put him at first last night. So at one point, quoting Saban's, Guzman looks over at the dugout and says, "Is this where I'm supposed to stand?" Like, didn't know where to stand. And he wasn't talking to Saban. Saban yells out to him, "Armani, just catch the ball. Don't ask questions. Just catch ball. I don't care what else you do. Just catch the ball over at first." So they're just trying people at different positions to have some flexibility because you want his bat on the field.
Sounds like Moneyball.
You think Guzman misses leg workout day at all?
Never once in his life since he was 2 has he missed leg workout.
That dude, man, he got a little power.
Yeah,
he got a little power.
Yeah,
Comes from the legs.
That's fun. You're playing, mix him in there at first base.
We gotta. When are we going out there?
Well,
soon.
Whenever Homeless Dave tells us to go there, we'll go there.
Okay.
And that's Homeless Dave. By the way, again, come on out there tomorrow night. We're gonna have fun. Chicken wing eating contest. Hoppy, are you doing trivia?
It wasn't. Well, I got the rundown, and I didn't see trivia on there, but I can put together.
That's fine. No, that's,
Buffalo Wild Wings, Suncrest Town Center.
If Dave didn't put it on the rundown, then it's out.
All right,
it's out.
Okay, I won't do it then.
If Dave didn't put it on the rundown, we do what Dave says.
I'm going to prepare it anyway, just in case you need it. For those listening who are going to be there, it's going to be like golden horseshoe type questions.
Okay. Textual Healing on 3 Guys Before the Game is brought to us by the fine folks at WVU Medicine. That's right. They're the team behind the Mountaineers, and the same doctors that treat WVU athletes treat people like me and you every single day. So if you have need, the folks at WVU Medicine, it's kind of, seriously, like, it is literally the orthopedic surgeons that take care of the Mountaineers and every other capacity. It's the same docs. So you can contact WVU Medicine, the exclusive healthcare provider for all Mountaineers, and we're happy that they're healing here on Textual Healing. You guys ready to do some of these?
Yes, please.
So obviously we're on the road. We ran into.
By the way, that's good sponsor activation.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the WVU Medicine in for Textual Healing.
Healing.
Yeah.
That's
all they do.
See how they did that commercial?
That's all they do.
WVU Medicine, the healing.
It's a nice
It's well done.
synchronicity.
Well done.
Yeah. So WV Medicine. Check it out. Here we go. Textual Healing from a listener. Here is last show we talked about a young man that there was a picture sent of him when he was born, and he had this incredible amount of hair.
Yeah.
And the texter Joey in Princeton writes, "Here's an update on the hair a few days ago versus today." So then he said he went and got his first big boy haircut, and when he did, he looked.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
It's a different boy.
That's a heck of a transformation.
Yeah, little buddy.
Oh,
look how cute.
He did look like Brian Jones of the Rolling Stones, and he got a haircut.
So there you go. Good to hear that.
The first picture we showed there before pre-haircut.
Yeah.
What's interesting about that, guys? I don't know if you know this. That was also the same exact hairstyle he had when he was born.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It was just as long when he was
Came
born.
out like that. Yeah. Texter George Washington was widely regarded as one of the finest horsemen of his age, often described as an American centaur. How do you say it? Centaur for his skill and command. He trained his own horses, specialized in fox hunting, and jumped high fences at speed. Hoppy, there he is.
Yeah. Is that in response to the best athletes?
Yeah.
Horse was kind of doing most of the work, though, wasn't he?
Fair point.
Texter, I'm going to clue you guys in on a system I developed years ago so I never disappoint my wife on any holiday or anniversary. Around Christmas, when Big Candy is running all of their sales, you go to the store and you fill a shopping cart up with every box type of candy they've got. Then you store it in a cool, dry place. I've got a shelf in my basement. Then when I invariably forget some milestone date my wife finds significant, I head down to the chocolate shelf and grab a box. The system has saved me an enormous amount of grief over the years. I hope this helps Joe and Ahaya. And there he is. There's a shelf with his candies.
But doesn't chocolate, if you keep it too long, get bloom on it?
Get what?
Bloom.
The hell is that?
Bloom. I mean,
What happens to it?
It gets a little white, a little whitish. Not
Bloom.
mold, it's called bloom.
Bloom?
Yeah.
Never heard that.
All right, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that's.
Texter. Tough one the other night. Great seeing you. Even while working, you guys took a moment to say hi to me and my wife. Best in the business. What really stood out was the crowd. 2,500 people for a Big 12 game in an arena that sold out wrestling on Sunday night. I've never been to Gallagher-Iba and Lloyd Noble a dozen times, and they're never full. I've been there, he said, to both of those arenas in Oklahoma. Living in Oklahoma the past 5 years, I've watched the Oklahoma City Thunder reset the basketball care meter. The state loves football, softball, wrestling, and the Thunder. There just isn't enough emotional bandwidth left for two major college programs. What makes me proud is this. West Virginia fans still care deeply. Even without recent national relevance, we live and die with every possession. This team may not have the Jimmies and the Joes, but they've exceeded expectations, and Ross Hodge will upgrade the talent, the passion, and Morgantown won't fade. Appreciate you guys being the steady, authentic voice of passion. That's Matt in Tulsa. It's good to see him.
It was good to see Matt. Thanks for saying hi, Matt.
Chocolate bloom is a harmless whitish gray haze or dusty layer that appears on chocolate surfaces due to fat separation or sugar crystallization. Can be caused in temperature changes, or which may occur if you keep it for a long time. It's harmless.
Why and how you knew that?
Yeah.
What are you, a chocolatier?
Well, I like chocolate, but
Bloom.
I know things. I know stuff.
That should go on a T-shirt.
What?
I know things.
I know some things. I mean, there's a lot I don't know.
That'll be in the store here later. Effort.
I'm getting to the point where I knew things.
Dude.
Forgot a lot.
Dude, in November, he didn't know who A.J. DeBonsa was, and now he's talking about chocolate bloom.
That's what you get.
Texter.
Watch out for DeBonce. He's pretty good.
The last 5 or 6 seasons.
As first reported by you.
I broke that story.
6 years after he came on the scene, Kirchville reporting. AJ DeBounce, really good.
The last 5 or 6 seasons have been hard on WVU football and basketball, minus the Mayo Bowl. My big fear is the entire team will transfer out after this season, and we wind up with a brand new roster that goes 500 again. The losses over the last half decade have worn me down. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get
You're
it.
looking for some stability.
Absolutely. Everyone
And
is.
so the most successful programs, generally speaking, have a combination of stability, some level of stability, some level of high school recruitment, Brad, and some level of transfer in.
It's a tricky formula.
Yeah.
It's a tricky formula. There's no set mantra for that. So just go get guys.
I do think that teams are starting to learn, like, how you're going to do this deal, right? How you going to do this deal? How do you put your roster together? I don't think you need to go get 10 players anymore.
I don't think so.
No.
You will not be getting 10 players.
I mean,
you will, but
you get 7 guys you pay.
Yeah.
7 guys you pay.
Correct.
And
But
the challenge is the retention part is where it gets tricky, though. Because there's, just like if you're in the housing market and someone's dying for the house, they'll overpay.
Yes.
And so at some point, you referenced Moneyball earlier. It's not so much just Moneyball in this case, but you do have a salary cap. Whatever your salary cap is, you've got to fit within that. And that's sometimes what happens is guys you're trying to retain, offers get blown out of the water, and you sometimes may have to say down the road, hey, we just can't pay that number. It's not, that doesn't fit in our evaluation of what that number is. They want to pay that, then so be it.
And then sometimes, and schools are getting more hard-edged about holding players to their contract. Looking at you, Brendan Sorsby.
$1 million. It's going to be interesting to see how that thing plays out. Cincinnati quarterback transferred to Texas Tech, and Cincinnati says you owe us $1 million on your deal, so we'll see how that plays out. By the way, you know what today is?
26th.
This is the vinyl value day at Gomart.
Oh, it's
today. 26.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was just there.
Well, this was
show.
Did you get a deal?
I didn't. Well, I was in a hurry because I knew you'd be antsy to get going, so I had to get my gas and get here.
Don't put that on me.
Well, yeah, I knew you'd be nervous about it. I'm going to hit it on the way back. What is it today? It's a Coke product, right?
75-cent Coke. All you have to do is make sure you have the Gomart app, and then you just spin. You get on the app, you spin the record, and you get yourself a 75-cent Coke.
Nice.
So go to Gomart, do it. 75-cent Coke. Today is it, the big day. Gomart, go for good times.
Now I'm going to do that when I head back home.
Go for Gomart.
Now I'm going to stop there and spin.
Well, don't worry that I'll be worried. That
Well, I
you're
won't
gonna
then.
stop
Now
at
I was.
Gomart.
Before the show, I was worried.
That is so lame. We're using like I'm at Gomart. I can't spin because Hoppy's nervous.
Was already tight. Had to hurry up and fill it quickly, top it off quickly because you were waiting.
I don't know if you know this or not, but you make a lot of people nervous. Always have.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I make you nervous?
No, I just tell you to
Yeah.
off.
Really?
But-
Because I'm wound a little tight.
Yes. 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 You think? You're better, but don't nuts.
I know. I don't think.
So that's going on today, Thursday the 26th.
What, his craziness?
Well, no, that's every day. The Gomart vinyl days,
Today.
you got to go in and spin on the app.
So how's it work? How's it work again?
Here's the deal. Just go in there with the app. You're going to get a 75-cent Coke. Just don't worry about it.
Open the app, spin.
Okay.
You get reward points. You get that
And you get
discount.
the Coke. And you get the Coke.
I mean, you get the
You get the Coke for 75 cents. You walk in with the app. You're going to get a 75-cent Coke. Don't worry about whether you spin. The spin's just part of the deal. You just spin, you get a 75-cent Coke.
Or you can get reward points too.
Okay.
You're going to get a 75-cent Coke.
You don't have to win on the spin to get the.
No, you're going to get a 75-cent Coke.
All right. Brad, I'll see you at Gomart.
Hey, three guys.
Wait for me.
My wife Cassie and I want to thank you for chatting with us briefly before the TCU game and getting our picture made with you guys. Although we didn't pull off the win, my wife and I had a great time at the game.
Oh,
P.S.
there we go.
Okay, they're there. But now watch this. This is even better. We got moving video.
Really?
So watch this. This was their gender. This was their gender reveal. Watch what happens. He punts the ball.
Oh.
Boom! It's a girl.
Oh.
That was awesome.
That
Did his
is.
Ollie Straw imitation.
Yeah.
That is great.
Punted it.
They'll have a new fan come July. Victoria, Maeve Taylor. Maybe episode 800 needs an efforting onesie.
That's nice.
They were very nice.
Never
great.
seen a
Yeah,
punt. Never
great
seen a
to see
punt
that.
A
reveal.
punt reveal.
Thanks, Russell.
Yeah.
Very Mountaineer-like.
Yeah, yes.
But if it was up to Hoppy, he wouldn't want a 60-yard field goal, right? I mean, he
probably didn't like that gender
probably
reveal because it
against it.
involved kicking. All of a
Yeah,
sudden, he's
exactly.
against kicking randomly. After 70 years, he's against kicking. By the way, quick hello to Cody from Ravenswood, who stopped by to see us at TCU as well.
I didn't see him.
Lives down there. You wouldn't come over. But I went over and talked to him.
How is
It's
that?
great to see him.
How is that environment?
What's that?
TCU. No.
No. He just played at the two poorest places in the league,
Hmm.
TCU, and they don't care.
I could not get over
They
Oklahoma
don't care.
State. That
Jamie
was-
Dixon deserves better.
he's a
He
good
deserves
coach.
better. They're just never going to love basketball there. Never have, and they're never going to love it.
Oklahoma State's had guys. They've had teams.
Oh, I'm not
I
talking
mean,
about Oklahoma State. I'm talking about TCU.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Oh,
Okay.
heck, Mr. Iba? Are you kidding me? Mr. Iba? Revered.
Yeah.
Eddie Sutton?
Yeah. Eddie Sutton floor, right? Eddie Sutton floor.
I mean, they were in the Final Four with the Country Reeves. Yeah, the whole thing just, I guess, situation. Texter reporting in on Mountaineer fans' Valentine's Day festivities. The Hubs and I were at the Coliseum that night for WVU versus Arizona State gymnastics, but he also had the West Virginia UCF men's basketball game on his iPad and the WVU versus Georgia Southern baseball game on his phone. There he is.
Wow.
Look at guy's got an
Oh my
iPad working a
gosh.
phone. He stayed out of the doghouse by sending flowers and planning dinner for the day before.
Got it all
There you go.
covered.
No surprise.
That's
Big
Tim.
Mountaineer fan there. He's on it.
Yeah, Tim
Yep.
on there. Lastly, I think, is it lastly? Let me see.
Is it?
Yeah, last
Yeah.
one. The more I think about it, the more I should have simply not had expectations about this basketball season. The only reason I'm frustrated is because I thought they were more likely than not to make the tournament. I blame the senator for this.
Huh.
He told us after an early scrimmage that we should be cautiously optimistic about this team. Of course, it's not his fault. As it turned out, the reason we felt good after the scrimmage is because we were playing Maryland, who has turned out to be the worst team in the Power Five. So really,
Terrible.
this is Buzz Williams's fault.
I don't know. I stand where I was after that early scrimmage. As of a week ago, late February, you were in the hunt for an NCAA tournament bid with an entirely new roster. Playing 3 games, you thought you could win all 3. You win 2 of those. We're having a discussion about what seed you are right now. So
It is frustrating.
I stand by my early take.
It's at times frustrating because at times this team struggles to score. But if you can, I think if you want to enjoy this season, if you want to enjoy the remainder of the season, understand the limitations of this team and enjoy the effort and enjoy the competition. Enjoy playing really good teams. How about that for justification? Not a rationalization, a justification.
Probably a lot of years, though, you say that, Hoppy. I mean, that's every year you go in. Each team has limitations. Sometimes it's different limitations.
Yeah, I'm trying to address where people are so bummed out. Because I get texts from people like, oh, I forget this team. I mean, people want to write. There's some who want to write the team off. And I'm addressing those who want to write the team off.
Here's the deal, man. In my opinion, I think the frustration level is unusual for a first-year coach because why people are frustrated is because this basketball program has been inside of a blender for 4 years. And what fans want is they want the normalcy of winning that they know, and it hasn't happened for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why people are frustrated. Now, I can understand that. However, when you, as we've said a million times, when you take and bring in a completely new staff, a completely new group of players, and try to compete in the number one league in the country, and you're sitting here and you can still conceivably, you can go 500 in this league this year, that's a hell of a job.
Yeah,
so I think a lot of people are looking at what you have right now and think this is the rest, this will continue over time. This isn't going to continue over time. This team is going to win more games than it loses in league play going forward. This team is building players. This team
You don't mean this particular team. You mean this program.
This program is going to continue to win. So I understand everyone's frustration. You had an interim situation. You had all the craziness that led to that. You had Darren in and out, and now this guy just gets in here and like he's setting the table. He's going to be here. He's not going anywhere. He's going to build this thing up, and you're going to enjoy it. But I think for now, people are frustrated because it's been 4 years now where you're sitting here and you're going like, wait a second, we used to be in that party and then they don't let us into that party.
Yeah.
That's why people are frustrated. But if you take a look at the reality of what's happening in front of you, I mean, you've taken these guys and they're fifth in the nation going into the last game and scoring defense with these cats. Well, that's going to continue. He's going to guard every single year, and then you're going to increase and improve your offensive capabilities. You're going to win games. So, yeah, I know it's a bum out that you're not going to be in the party. However, at the same time, I'm optimistic about what the thing's building into.
Agreed.
That's what it is.
Agreed.
Same thing in football. Like, Rich is not going to have multiple losing seasons. He's going to get the thing cranked back up. So I think we're in a good position, but right now we're not smelling flowers because the bulbs are still in the ground getting ready to spurt.
Nice metaphor.
I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's just one guy's opinion.
See what UConn did to St. John's?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of enjoyed that.
Did you like that?
I remember when they played the first
Patino
time
on the hot
this year.
seat.
I remember.
Got blown out. Can't compete with UConn.
I guess.
Probably reset that St. John's program. They were good one day. Louis Carnesecca was really good. Patino not getting it done.
I don't know. They're ranked 15th. I mean,
They lost by 30.
When he beat him in the Garden this year, the first time, I remember the end of that game was pretty close. Danny was just kind of, and he just had that look on his face where he was like, okay, I'll take this loss. And last night he said, oh, yeah, well, a little bit. Here you go. Did they miss something crazy, 20 shots in a row or something? I think they did. I think St. John's might have missed 20 shots in a row.
efforting.
Yeah. Getting after it.
Didn't score a goal in the final 17 minutes. The Red Storm did not make a field goal in the final 17 minutes.
That's a stat.
Wow.
Final 17 minutes, Brad. Is that a poor shooting half?
Probably tough to win.
What are we doing, Monday morning?
Offense wasn't working there.
6 of
Monday morning?
36.
Recap BYU before we go to Kansas State.
I
Right?
hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, probably going to do
Wait, what now? What are we doing?
Monday morning
Okay.
before we leave.
8? Oh, what time are you leaving?
Oh, yeah, we can do it at 8.
You guys just got home.
I know, Hop. Got to go. Time to travel. 3 guys before the game brought to us by Gomart. Take advantage today of the 75-cent Coke Vinyl Value Day. Bring your app in there. Ding, ding. Gomart. Go for Gomart. Lou Wendell Marine Sales in St. Albans. Getting ready for the boating season. So are they. Visit LouWendellMarineSales.com. By Tudor's Biscuit World. Start your day the homemade way with a Tudor's biscuit. Comac's business system, keeping West Virginia's business data safe, secure, and efficient for 25 years. By Jan Dill's attorneys at law, they won't take no for an answer. Conley CPA Group, providing value beyond numbers. And Textual Healing is brought to us by WVU Medicine, the exclusive healthcare provider for all Mountaineers, including you.
They missed 24 consecutive field goal attempts.
Oof.
That's historic.
Yeah, that's probably not good. Probably suboptimal. All right, thanks, Jake, our producer. We're out. See ya.